When my mum took me to the maternity nurses for the early checks that all parents have to do for toddlers, they commented specifically on how I seemed to draw a lot in big black shapes of colour. Now, luckily I didn't grow up to be an axe murderer despite these early warning signs, but I certainly did always enjoy a healthy amount of darkness, and to this day I'm most comfortable in darker colours, whether that's gadgets, clothes or furniture. So send me a watch with a dial that's a deep black with a black moon complication and you can colour me interested. The Selten M1 is definitely interesting to lose yourself in. And whilst this is another Kickstarter launch, I have some experience with Selten from previously. I reviewed one of their bronze releases and it was really good with plenty of lume and interesting dial designs. This is now, to my count, their third release, so my point here is, based on past performance, there shouldn't be any major concerns here about delivery of the final piece. Moon complications seem to be in fashion at the moment. I reviewed my first one just recently and now here's another one, and I see even more of them coming. To me, they are definitely more for decoration than serving any real purpose these days. So this super scaled down approach is not only interesting, but somehow works even on a swirly silver dial also. And I believe an aventurine dial is coming too, but today I made a decision to concentrate on the black one. So are you ready to take a trip to the dark side of the moon? Well, let's do it. Sizes is always part of the decision making process, so let's get that out of the way immediately. I measured a diameter at a hair under 39mm with a lug to lug of 45.5mm. Lug width is 20mm and it's 11.7mm thick. This is pretty slim, but due to the case design it seems a little thicker upon first glance. We get a water resistance of 50 meters, and on this leather strap it's a rather slight 68 gram. This black one is a challenge to film, and even more so when not moving past like seconds hands, but it has been interesting to try. As you can see, it is quite difficult to see the hands at times, so this is a watch you buy and wear as much as a statement as a timepiece. As mentioned, both a meteorite and an aventurine dial and a CNC milled mother of pearl in both white and black is out there and reviews are launching, so worth keeping an eye out. To see the time on this one, you're best off angling it slightly to ironically use the reflections to see what time it is. Musou Black is the darkest water-based coating known today, with a light absorption of 99.4%. It's a great alternative to Vanta Black coating, which is slightly more well known. The idea behind the use of Musou Black is that the Moonphase will have no interruptions and will be the center of attention, as it should be. The M1 Moonphase aims to be a minimalist expression of the Moonphase complication, which is quite refreshing in its simplicity. The alternate polishing really works nicely and it's ever so subtle. Behind the dial is a disc with two identical moons on it. The disc rotates one full cycle every 29.5 days. This mimics the moon's orbit around Earth, which is around 29.5 days. Half moons here look particularly attractive to my eyes at least. The hands are lancet style and are all polished. The idea of this style was to keep the dial uncluttered, and it does that for sure. My only slight lament here is that there is no lume anywhere, and on a dial so dark and so subtle, I feel this is a bit of a missed opportunity. The high polish case is attractive and will of course scratch. It is a nice contrast to the dial though and complements the hands nicely. The lugs have double lug holes by the way to fit many types of straps, and it also fits the optional bracelet perfectly. The crown is signed with the attractive logo and it's easy to grip in its very subtle onion shape. It's unprotected and I think that's fine. You're not likely to wear this when repairing your car or gardening, I'd say. Flipping the watch around is where it gets really interesting. As far as I understand, it's a customized Miyota 9015, which is slim to start with, and the disc is moved by a 59-tooth gear that advances one notch every 24 hours. The custom rotor has been present in other models from Selten. The customized star-shaped rotor is nicely decorated with different finishes and cote de Genève, and it's quite a treat that looks much more expensive than its modest origins as the new movement of choice for many microbrands. A concave caseback that contains the usual spec sheet also apparently hides the perlage finish, which is as unnecessary as it is a nice detail for owners only. The leather strap is a partnership with a company called Has No Bounds that focuses on premium handcrafted leather goods. They will be crafting the leather straps for these watches, and of particular note is the curved shape to fit the watch, and of course the branding all over the strap. Again, there's no lume here, which I think is a miss, but I know there are loads of people out there that care little for lume. But imagine if the lighter part of the moon disc even was lumed, and how awesome that would look. I'll leave that with you. Leonardo behind this brand is a lovely family man based in Hong Kong that once again, as per many other microbrands, is a nice person that brings us lovely things to spend our money on. And you are contributing to one person and his wife here, not a big conglomerate. Chatting to him quite a bit online, he's working 7 days a week to be able to pull this campaign off, so your money is going to a good place. It is worth looking at the other dial options in the Kickstarter campaign launching, and you can also rest assured that you are very likely to see a finished piece here, with this being the third release with many happy customers that had their pieces delivered on time. So what do you think? Is this one you'd be likely to back in this configuration, or one of the others? Do you love the black like me, or would you like to also tell the time like a normal person? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching as always.